Hi everyone, it's Scott here from That's English School 英語研究プロジェクト。よくある間違いを分析します。英語のメンタルが日本語になってメンタルと言いますよね。メンタルが強い人、メンタルが弱い人、いろいろありますよね。よくね、周りの人がそういう風に使ってますよね。例えば、あの人がちょっとメンタルが弱いんで、あんまり大きな仕事は任せられないよねという使い方もありますよね。英語でそのような話をしようとすると、メンタルという言葉でいいんですか？ Let's investigate using 4 logical steps. First, we're going to look at the problem, then the reason, then the solution, and finally, some examples. So let's get this show on the road. First, let's look at the problem. My mental is weak. My mental is weak. Okay, there's one glaring problem with this sentence. Have you guessed it yet? Mental is being used here as a noun, but it's actually an adjective. It's like saying this: you're happy is important to me. That's funny, right? It should be your happiness is important to me. How about this one? You're sad is making us all feel down. Again, an adjective, sad, is being used as a noun. So it should be your sadness is making us all feel down. So the main problem here is that we have to change the word mental into either a noun or perhaps even an adverb. Let's look at the reasons why. Mental is a very good word, but you have to use it in the right way for it to make sense. Used as an adjective, of course, it comes before the noun. It describes the noun. It's often paired with these words: mental state, mental condition, mental health, mental problems. One more thing that I have to talk about is the feeling or the nuance of the word. I feel that it can have a slightly heavier meaning in English than in Japanese. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but I feel if you use the words 精神的 or 心の, it feels more serious. If you use the katakana word メンタル, it seems lighter. I think the traditional Japanese words 精神的 or 心の have a much closer meaning to the English word mental. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Now, especially in British English,
a cup of tea and a slice of cake.
We often call a crazy person a mental case. He is mental. It's a slang expression that you probably shouldn't use. When I first heard the name Mentalist Daigo, I didn't know what to expect. He was either some kind of magician or like a psychopath. In the UK, we also use the word mental to mean great or amazing. His new car is completely mental. Did you see that goal? It was mental. Also, on a cultural note, when English speakers use the word mental, we only think about what's happening in the brain. We connect the word mental with our heads. So we use this gesture. He has some mental problems. However, in Japan, I feel that people often touch here, right here. It seems like both an emotional and a mental gesture. This possibly comes from the concept of 心. 心の問題. 心の病気. It's exactly the same with the word mind. So in English, mind and mental are only here, not here. It's a cultural thing. So until now, we've been focusing on the word mental. It's an adjective. If we say, my mental is weak, it's incorrect English. So what should we say? Well, it's very common to talk about it in two ways. Method 1 as a noun, mentality. He has a strong mentality. He has a weak mentality. Rather than saying a direct translation from メンタルが弱い, his mentality is weak, it's more common to use the verb have. He has a weak mentality. Method 2 as an adverb, mentally. So I feel this grammatical structure is the easiest for Japanese people to use in a conversation. You can say it in a very direct way. He is mentally strong. But by putting it at the end of the sentence, you can make it sound much softer. He is strong mentally. Okay, let's take a look at 5 example sentences. The first one is this. He is an incredible mathematician, but has a weak mentality. This often happens with geniuses. If a colleague shows signs of mental anguish, you should invite them out for a coffee. Mental anguish is when you have problems, you're having a tough time, and you can't deal with things very well. How are you coping mentally? It's been a tough couple of weeks, but I'm starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. So when you start to see light at the end of the tunnel, it means things are starting to improve. It's looking a little bit brighter. After her divorce, she has to stay strong mentally for her kids. We often hear the expression stay strong, which means to never give up. Ichiro Suzuki is someone with a strong mentality, a character trait of many successful sports people. A character trait is one part of someone's personality, like being positive or open-minded. It could be used in a positive way or also a negative way. If you want to learn more about people's personalities in English, click right over here. This is a great set of videos which teaches you some really good vocabulary. I'll see you over there. Let's go.